Today, I want to share a little of what I know. We are living in a digital world where content shapes culture. TikToks, Reels, YouTube videos, blogs, these platforms influence how people think, how people dress, how people perceive you as a person, how people live and even believe. So as Christians, we shouldn't stay silent or absent in these spaces, especially if you've been called in any area. I believe that every one of us has something that God has placed in our lives, and it just takes a little time and serious, should I say, perseverance and diligence to bring those things out and to nurture them. So I believe we are called, and because we are called to share in the digital space and not to hide, you are the light of the world, a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. So content creation is simply sharing your message through videos, graphics, writing, or voice. And the main aim of all of these things is to inspire, to educate, or to entertain others online. So as people who actually want to go into content creation, there are 5 factors to consider before you begin your journey as a creator. Number one is your education. This involves every piece of information you've learned, you've consumed, directly or indirectly, that has improved and increased the extent of your knowledge. Under education, you can decide to share your contents on education. Basically, what you know, what you're informed, what you're good at. What I'm doing now is sharing my knowledge in education. The second thing is your exposure. What are the conditions you have been exposed to by reason of where you live, where you grew up, or other factors such as what your parents did for a living? Did you travel a lot? What kind of friends did you have or hang around with? Your exposure is one thing that differentiates you as other people, and it is very vital that you know it before you go into content creation. So if you don't use your education, you can use your exposure. You can use all the things you know, you can use your childhood things. I don't know if you go on social media and you see some persons, they just play games. That's their own. And if you ask them why they play games, that's the content they shoot on. They will tell you, and this is what I love, this is what I know to do since I was little, just playing games. And that's what they know. So the next thing is your expertise. This involves your skill or knowledge in a particular field that you can get paid for or have gotten paid for in the past. So the next factor is your interest. If there's one mistake a lot of creators make, they start comparing themselves with people they should be learning from, without considering the fact that they are actually very different. They can never be the same. You're actually setting yourself up when you don't sit down and see how different and how unique you are as a person. Some things you need to know before you start content creation. Start with what you have. If you don't have lighting, the sunlight, I used to say there's no artificial light that is as powerful and as strong as the sunlight. Even if you're starting with what you have, you need to know the message you're going online to share. Is it faith? Is it lifestyle? Is it music? Is it inspiration? My YouTube channel, I talk about content creation. I talk about lifestyle. That is, I shoot vlogs. Daily, my life vlogs, all those things. I shoot vlogs and I shoot self-development videos. That's my message on social media. Let's get into practical now. This, you're going to write. You're not submitting it. It's just like a review for you to know what exactly you want to do. If you know your expertise, you know what you can bring to the table, because with just your expertise, you can tell what you can bring to the table. So you will sit down now and you ask yourself, who are my audience? If you're going into content creation, if you know the message you want to pass across, now let's say you want to teach on self-development, then who are your audience? Who are the people you want to talk to? Who are the people you want your content to reach? What kind of content do you want to share? There's something we call long form content and short form content. Short form content are usually the ones we see on TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram, all those real stories. But then long form content are the ones we see on YouTube, videos that are more than 2 minutes. Those are the content we call long form content. So What kind of content do you want to share? Is it going to be a long form content or is it going to be a short form content? Once you understand the type of content you want to share, you ask yourself what resonates more with you, or what can you talk about for a very long time without getting tired. If we tag you now from sleep and we say, talk about this thing, what's that one thing you can talk about over and over and over and you are not getting tired of talking about? What do you love watching? It's another thing you need to consider. What's that thing I love watching? In the algorithm, there's something we call cookies. Cookies is what, maybe for instance, now, if you open your Facebook, the first video you watch, maybe let's say it's Sabino's video. If you watch that video, the algorithm can detect if you watch that video for the first 10 seconds. If you watch that video for the first 10 seconds, believe me, before you leave Facebook again, they will show you another video of Sabino's. And that's because the algorithm has picked that if you could spend the first 10 minutes watching that video, that means you're interested in it. So the cookies will automatic cookies is what the algorithm use to detect what you're doing on social media. And that's why we tell people on social media, see, what you watch, it has a way of affecting you because Facebook can track every single thing you do on the internet, even if it's not on Facebook. The last one is what you want to be known for. I love teaching. And because I love teaching, I want to be known as a teacher. Though yes, I studied education at school. But it's still something that is like inbuilt. I can easily talk to people, I can easily do things without getting pressured or anything. So it's because I have a passion for teaching. So I can sit down for hours and talk. I can sit down for hours teaching people something. And it's very okay for me. So if you want to be known as a teacher, if you want to be known as someone who talks about a particular thing, you can decide to start sharing on that part, on that niche or area. You don't have to wait to be perfect before you start. God uses willing vessels who are ready and willing to push, regardless of the views, regardless of the likes, regardless of the algorithm, regardless of the slow growth. Content creation, I'll say it and I'll say it again, it takes your patience as a person, especially if you're just starting without knowing your way. But it's really okay. You need to understand that it's okay for you to start small. If you're starting as a creator, you don't have any business going to buy a digital camera. Yes, it's good if you have it, but you need to start, you have to start small. In fact, there's something about your audience. Your audience relates with you more when they know your story. They relate with you more when they know where you are starting from. Like if they are involved from your scratch, from your beginning, they can easily relate with you. And a lot of people now, I love talking to beginners who want to go into content creation. I love talking to beginners. And that's because when I was starting, I didn't have anybody to teach me. So I already have a lot of experiences around that area, around that thing. So I can easily talk about it and all of that. So it's very okay for you to start small. Uncle Samson earlier mentioned about consistency. Let God breathe on your efforts. Let God breathe on your efforts. Yes, consistency is hard. Consistency is not easy. But I can even say that even my journey on social media, content creation, all of that is actually the hand of God because I kept moving around doing so many things and it wasn't moving until at a particular time I started posting 2 videos in a week on YouTube. Though it's still not really very okay like that for somebody who wants to really go far, but I started posting twice in a week on YouTube, and that was when I started seeing results. That was when I started seeing my watch hours grow. And then I posted a particular video, and video picked up and generated almost 60k views. Be consistent, and other consistency, I said, let God reach on your efforts. Do the best you can. I have this mindset that if you're going for nations, you have to appear like the nations. I'm not saying you should go and be claiming what you're not on social media. Do it in your own capacity. Just forget about the algorithm. Don't compare with yourself as I earlier mentioned with people you should be learning from. Sit and monitor what they are doing and reverse reciprocate. Don't compare your 1 week journey with someone who is 10 years ahead of you or someone who is 5 years ahead of you. There are some people you should learn from and there are some people you should reverse reciprocate what they are doing. If you see that this person is sharing certain tips that work on social media, try them out. So why do you need to show up? You need to show up because visibility builds trust. The more you post your content, the more you post the things you do on social media, the more people can trust you. So visibility builds trust. People connect with faces, with voices, with personalities. Showing up makes your audience feel like they know you, turning casual viewers into loyal followers. Number two, opportunities find those who show up. The more you put yourself out there, the more chances you create for collaborations, for brand deals, and for unexpected breakthroughs. The third reason why you should show up is because it builds your confidence. Confidence comes from action. Every time you show up, you get better. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. And so what felt scary becomes second nature. Lastly, people follow you not just because you're creating content. You're unique presence in what sets you apart. So people don't just follow you because of your content. You carry a unique presence. And based on the five factors we mentioned earlier, those five factors can give you a different presence from other creators and different people. So when you show up as yourself, you create a deeper connection with people and not the algorithm. Algorithm is computer. People who are watching your content are human beings like you. So they are ones, in fact, your growth on social media depends on people. The money you are looking for is with people. People will follow you as long as they feel like they have a sense of connection with you. God can use your voice, God can use your story and your creativity. Content creation is not just about being an influencer or showing up on social media. It's about impact. As I earlier mentioned that God has made us the salt of the world and the light of the world also, and we have to show our light wherever we go through. In our present time and age, social media is that place where you should show your light. Don't dim your light for anything. If your content touches even one person, it's worth it. Don't underestimate what God can do through your phone. Don't underestimate what God can do through your voice. Don't underestimate what God can do through your obedience of showing up. Lastly, the quality of your content will attract people, but it's your humanity and your personality that will make them pay. Do it with the thought of God and kingdom. Let your life be a testament that God is good and God is good. Thank you.